Musawo mulwadde yazze engulu.
Naye
Tannaba. Oba mukube mu kibookazi okuke. Tukuba nindeko. Badda nti ntabuse. Kanso munyigeko ndabe. Anawo nono. Amatama nga gazimbi. Stress.
sagirinya tawumula.
Ate namulabirawo ebigere birina engeri gye byazimba mu bizimba ne bizimba ne byenga ne tafali ya 99.
Wanti taata?
Kati laba. Kyokka tebaagala kukola malwaliro oba badikiteeta baabaaki. Era bali mu Amerika mwena tubakunga. Bwe mba mmanya ekikazi kino we kiri mugendeewo mukirabise. Mukigobe mukigambe kiddeyo bakijanjabira ekiruddu. Tebyagala zimba malwaliro kyokka bwe birwala byagala bigende mu nsi z'abantu endala. Kirabe.
Mumulika nti yafudde, abamu mugamba mulwadde nnyo agenda kufa, n'abalala mugamba ekindeese olunaku olwaleero nti olw'okuba embeera yembi abadde tannafa, bamubuusizza mu Uganda ne bamuleeta mu USA. Kakati mpulidde bangi nga mukola entambi nga mukoowoola ku bantu mubagamba bambale bagende bamunoonye wawaali. Abasinga muli basawo bambi mufaayo eri jjajja mmwe, mwagala okutwala obukugu bwammwe musobole okumuddaabulula n'okumujjanjaba olw'ebirungi ebingi by'abakoledde. Weewaawo tubayozaayoza, mwebale nnyo era mwambale mumunoonyeeko. Naye nga tonnayambala sooka ompulirize, oyinza okuba oyambalira bwereere. Ekyamazima naye engoye zo newankubadde nkugambye sookoleko okuzambala zireke nga ngolole, zigolole zibeerewo. Oyinza obutagenda kumulaba mu ddwaliro, engoye ezo n'ozitwala ku mukolo omulala ogw'okwanjula omukuba eŋŋanda zo, zigolole bulungi zibeerewo. Lwaki nkugamba nti okola ekyokusalawo sooka ompulirize? Abalala abatayagala gavumenti ya Museven mpulidde mugamba nti weewaawo ali luddawa bwe baba mulese mu Amerika twagala tudduke tugende tugambe eddwaliro limuzzeeyo agende mu malwaliro gaabwe agatayina muddagala ge bamaze emyaka nanga tebagasitaafinga gye baba bamujjanjabira alikwateko addeyo. Abamu kye muvudde mukunga abantu, naye nammwe newankubadde temumwagala ng'era mwagala kwambala nga tonnaba kwambala sooka ompulirize. Basebo ne banyaba omukama mulungi akadde konna omukama yagabeera yatwala, nkugambye yongera kumusaba ekintu ekyessanyu ky'osaba agenda kukikuwa. Njagala ntandike bino wammanga. Ekisooka mbabuulidde ze siri musawo, saagala kwogera ku bya bulwadde. Ekyokubiri nkugambye nze era weewaawo siri memba wa famire ya Museven, ngenda kwekuumira ku facts z'amawulire.
Eti Museven aleeteddwa eni Georgia, Atlanta okujjanjabibwa. Entambula ye nno yabadde bweti giwulirize. Obwana bwa Nuupu bannange mujja bwevuma. Yakozesa presidential jet gye bayita 5X-UGF. Ennaku z'omwezi 27 Maachi yavudde Entebbe ku ssaawa 1:59 n'agwa ku kisaawe ky'Angola kye bayita Espagos SDI ku ssaawa 14:24. Obeezo bazogera batya mu Lugundi mu Lunyanyimbe. Kati ennyonyi ne basooka bagiteekamu amafuta awo. Kakati awo yavudde ku ssaawa 1:56 Angola, ennaku z'omwezi 28 ye leero nange wendi wano, n'atuuka e Savannah, Georgia, Atlanta mu USA ku ssaawa 15:02. Bano ababbi bagoza nti Uganda nnungi. Museven yagamba mu Uganda efaanana California. Kati lwaki bagenda babajjanjabire ewa Uganda? Akati nno nze ndi wano ku airport njagala kubuuliriza ennyonyi eno presidential jet yakuttewa omulwadde gwe yajjeemu yamututte mu ddwaliro ki, kubanga kiteeberezebwa nti ali kugamu malwaliro gano wammanga Emory University Hospital eriri ku 1364 Clinton Road North East, oba Emory St. Joseph Hospital. Ago ge malwaliro ag'amaanyi ennyo wano mu USA we batya n'okujjanjabira bakaaba pulezidenti. Kakati omuyaayi oyo Jennet Kataha mukoomubbi w'obululu eyabba obululu bwa Bobi Wine ali wano. Nkoola bakomrades mwenna gye muli mujje muveeyo mujje tunoonye eddwaliro lino. Nze ntuuse ndi wano Georgia Atlanta, ngezaako okukola survey work. Muveeyo ddwaliro lino tulabise tukwate ebipande Museven must go mujjanjaba mukoomubbi. Abaana b'abandi babasibye mu makomero. Oyo mukazi asse bangi addeyo emulago bamujjanjabire emulago. So mukoomubbi va mu America ddayo bakujjanjabire emulago. Comrades mujje tuteekewo embeera. Georgia Atlanta, Chuma cha Yesu Uganda Ntego. I sign out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, where is Jennet Kataha Museveni? Where is Jennet Kataha Museveni, the first lady, the wife to dictator and tyrant Yoweri Kaguta Museveni? Where is she? I mean, if you have accused people for believing in conspiracy theories, for expressing hate towards that woman you revere and venerate, if you believe that, they are becoming acceptive and submissive to misinformation, disinformation, and utter lies, wait, if you try to add dots, they might be having something you want to look into. And that's what we're going to be looking at, ladies and gentlemen. If you really thought this was a controversial issue, I mean, if you thought the levels of controversy was here, put it a little bit here, or probably higher. Remy Bahati, very celebrated, talented friend of mine and journalist from Uganda. Now she's coming out to confirm what has been seen as just mere allegations on social media. And what is the government saying? Reports are indicating that Jennet Kataha Museveni was flown out of Uganda to where? Not Tanzania, not Kenya, not Djibouti. They're Pan-Africans. According to the reports that are yet to be confirmed, that she was taken to Savannah, Georgia. How true is this? This is what I'm going to be discussing tonight in Mordecai Morisa Live. Indeed, welcome to Mordecai Morisa Live. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Jennet Kataha Museveni. Oh, I don't know whether you guys usually pay attention when she's talking. There's a way she wants to pretend like she's this kind of special. Oh, then my mother. Oh, usually she's interviewed by her daughters and now tell us how it was like growing up. Now my mother, Jesus. She doesn't believe a thing, zero. Oh, then God, my God. Anyway, enough of jokes about Jennet Kataha. But let me show you here. It all started with here. Kakweza Ruchirabashija on the 26th of March 2026 posted on his X platform and said, Despot Museveni was driven to Mbuya Military Hospital at 3 a.m. to bid farewell to his wife, who has been admitted there and on oxygen for several days. It was deemed impossible to fly her out as she could have died while airborne. Family crying already. Now, this tweet or post is almost hitting 1 million views with over 5,000 people liking it and over 800 resharing it. You have over 500 comments. Many dismissive, others insulting him, resorting to ad hominem attacks, and others doing this, like you can see, others celebrating using these funny emojis and gifs and memes. Others, be like, okay, finally this is happening because that's what they've been praying for. Like I said, I'm not a guy that endorses epicaricacy in any form. I think the German word is Schadenfreude. Finding pleasure in other people's misfortune. I am not that kind of a person. If it is your thing, it is fine. I would say do not be that person. But hey, you do you. So I don't find any sort of joy in Jennet Kataha's misery. Absolutely not. Because I look at her as a human being. I know she doesn't look at me as a human being. I mean, she's married to a dictator and she believes that, she's the only smart person in Uganda, that no one can guide our country to a better future. It's her husband alone. And let me say this as I come back to this issue about where she was taken, allegedly. Aaron is dead. She usually pretends like, oh, mother of Uganda. Oh, she's good. She cares about. She's agent of Jesus. If she really meant it and she wanted to have that sort of reverence and to be perceived as a mother to the nation, she would be engaging families whose people have been abducted, tortured, disappeared, killed, where she would be like sort of condemning and trying to oppose the powers of darkness that are maligning the regime of his husband, of her husband. She won't do that. So that's why all this, Jesus, that's all facade. It's funny, it's fake. She doesn't care about a thing. So that's what Kakwenza Rushabashija said. Now I'm going to take you to what Remi Bahati posted last night. She said this. I had a conversation with her. She's amazing. She does amazing work. One of the people I truly immensely appreciate. She's always been doing good job. But you're going to see here what she says. She says, Ugandan presidential jet lands in U.S. Purpose unclear. A Ugandan government aircraft used for VIP travel has landed in the United States with no official explanation for the trip. The aircraft registered as 5X-UGF. Hey, I don't know that language of flying aeroplanes, aviation. I don't know. So if you hear me make a mistake, please forgive me. Okay. Is a Gulfstream G550 operated by government of Uganda and used for official state travel, including transport of President Kaguta Museveni. Flight tracking data from FlightAware, she goes on to give you information, says, indicates that the aircraft transited through Cape Verde before arriving in Savannah, Georgia, where it has remained on the ground for over 23 hours as of this publication. Uganda authorities have not publicly stated the purpose of this visit. She goes on to say, presidential jets are not routine transport. Their use is comparable in significance to the Air Force One in the US, generally associated with the movement of the head of state or matters of national security. Long-distance deployments of such aircraft typically signal travel of sensitivity or high security levels. Let's keep going. This is where now the controversy gets deeper. The lack of official information has fueled public interest and online discussion about the timing of the aircraft's arrival in the United States, including unverified claims about the health of First Lady Kataha. The purpose of this aircraft's presence in the U.S. remains unclear. She goes on to give you the receipts. Watch, ladies and gentlemen. See here. Saturday, 28th March 2026, 10:24, and then it arrived at 3:23 p.m. on March 28th in Savannah, Georgia. This is Uganda Royal Airways 2. It landed over 23 hours ago. Okay? Now, when she posted that, you know what I did? I saw this and I called him like, hey, I just seen your post and that's interesting. I want to know more about that. Hey, I won't allege. So I just retweeted and said, oh, I guess Kasuja will tell us more about this. Kasuja, the new spokesperson of the Uganda Media Center. It's pretty much a propaganda center. Doesn't do a thing. So Kasuja was quick to respond. Let me show you how he responds. See? Gulfstream Aerospace Corporation is based in Savannah, Georgia. I would take mine for routine service there if I had one. Now, there's something he's not actually addressing. He's not addressing the last paragraph of Remi Bahati, which says, the lack of official information has fueled public interest and online discussion about the timing of the aircraft's arrival in the U.S., including unverified claims about the health of the First Lady. he doesn't address this last paragraph, which is the most important thing. The lack of information has fueled public interest and online discussion about the timing. Why now?